So I want to show you what I got from Brian's Junkyard. I got all this stuff right here. See that? I got a windshield from a 67 four-door Belvedere. It's great shape. It's tinted green just like the rest of the car. I got a nice driver's side fender with no problems except a little bit of surface rust. So I'm going to clean that up and take the trim off and stick it on there. Even says satellite. I got, let's see, I got this because my pillar is destroyed. You can see the doors are kind of on there, so that's going to go in the pillar well. Funny thing, this is actually the original color of the car. So I get in there, it'll look somewhat stock. So I got that. And then I got this. This is off a Slant Sixer, but it's really hard to find dual snorkels. So that's the same snorkel. So I'm just gonna take it off and weld her up like that. And it'll be okay. This is a 2-barrel, so I'm gonna have to cut out. I have some bottoms from a Magnum. I'm just gonna cut it out and weld it in. Looks like I can find a 4-barrel, but I don't want to spend like $150 on a freaking air cleaner that I'm just gonna cut up anyway. And then this is the state of the car right now. So you probably can't see, like I can in person, how this looks. That looks just terrible. So that's the fender that I'm replacing. It's coming off, but I don't want to take it off just yet because the other one's not ready to go on. So doors got to come off again. Cut the pillar out. When I get the doors closing and stuff okay, then I'm gonna tackle the dent. And I think that's gonna be easier than it looks. And then, I don't know if you guys seen this yet, but I got an 8 3/4 rear end from a station wagon. That's going in that. Then that differential is going to go in the Dart. Let's gonna find another 8 3/4 because it's only a 8 1/4, and I kind of plan on building this thing with like cut wheel wells and shit. So it's gonna have to have the goods to back it up. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where we're at now. I got all these extra parts. One thing that's coming is I found a 413 at Brian's Junkyard, and it's the one in the 64 Chrysler New Yorker or whatever it was with the flame job on it. So it's a 413. It's all there. Original 4-barrel. Heads are there. Turns over fine. I bought that, so I'm gonna go pick it up. Cheap. He only wanted like $125 for it or something like that. I'm actually gonna give him more money because I feel like he's underpricing it. But basically, I'm not gonna build a 413. I have a 78 440 that I haven't cracked open yet, and it's got the bullet, crank in it. It's got the cast iron crank, and I just don't want to build a cast iron crank. Like, it's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with the cast iron crank at my power points, but these things are still available if you go look for them. So, why settle for less? I'm gonna go build a good bottom end, and then the heads on it, I'll see what the heads are, but I'm sure they're closed chamber. I'll probably use those heads too, and probably buy some new pistons for it as well. So that's going to come in a few weeks. I'm also looking at a 273 that he has because it's all original. A couple things are missing off of it, like the rockers, and the 273 has adjustable rockers, so those are gone. 4-barrel manifold is gone, but the bottom end and the heads are still there, and I'm sure he doesn't want much money for it. So I'm going to buy it and then either look for a 340 block like down the road, or I kind of want to try building a 340 out of a 5.9, but at the same time I don't really want to because you have to use spacers. So what I'm going to try to do, if I build one like that, I'm going to use I'm going to buy a spacer kit and only use one side and see if I can get the 318 caps to fit on the block, and then maybe have a line board. But that's like so much money. Like, is it really worth it? You know? Then you got to bore out the block 40 over to fit a 340 piston in there. Now I've driven a 340 4-barrel and stuff, and it really went well. Like it was fast, and it had power and all kind of stuff. And I have yet to really build a 318 and really, deck it out. So I'm not sure if it's going to be much of a difference. I wish somebody would make a video on that. The 340 versus the 318 with the same stuff in it. But this video is kind of just going on and on about different kind of stuff. So that's about it. I got my parts. I got more parts coming, and you can see there's just tons and tons of stuff over at Brian's Junkyard. And I got my projects, and at some point I'm going to hopefully have some time to work on them. Right now I don't. Oh, I also have all the glass. I bought all the glass on eBay, and then the guy had more that he was willing to sell me on the side. So I got the only door I have here that has glass is the driver's door. So I got the glass for the back doors, both of them, and I have the little doors, or the little windows, and I have the glass for the front door here, and I have the full butterfly mechanism with glass in it, and they're all tinted green except the rear driver's side. That one is the only one that's going to be not tinted green. So, but I don't really care. Glass is glass. And that's about it. So, thanks for watching, and I will check you next time.